Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney. I'm apparently incapable of looking at my own camera. And I made a video just now about people kind of posting and claiming, age discrimination claims never win. And, I think that harms people. I don't think that's accurate in any way. But it got me thinking about something that's been going on in the realm of employment, especially in the U.S., for a long, long time. And that is specifically employee to employee misinformation. Not to be confused with employer to employee misinformation, which is incredibly common and, in my opinion, at the heart of a lot of overtime scandals and time clock fraud issues and a whole slew of cases, right? Employers, many of them will lie to employees, right? But if we're being honest, an awful lot of employees lie to other employees too. And it's not like, oh, my manager wants me to work 30 hours and only wants to pay me for 8, so he lied to me. That I still count as employer to employee, right? It's more like, hey, Gary says we get paid triple time for holidays. So somebody listens to Gary and goes and confronts management and be like, I know you're not paying us triple time for holidays, and I know I have a giant claim against you. I'm going to report you to the DOL, and you're going to be screwed. And the employer's like, I don't think that's true. Let me call HR. And the employer calls HR, and HR's like, no, that's not accurate. And the employer's like, well, can we call the DOL or like an attorney or something? Because listen, you're HR. I trust you. I'm sure you're wonderful, but like, I just want to be sure. This guy seemed really sure that he gets paid triple time on holidays. So they call the DOL. The DOL says, nope, not a thing. Absent a union agreement in our state, that's not a thing. That's not a law here. And so management goes back and they say, hey, remember when you came into my office screaming at me? None of that was even true. And that is a really good way to get a bad performance review. Or worse, maybe end up fired. And would there be a retaliation claim there? Maybe. But it's not a great one because you were lodging complaints about things that weren't even true. So that's problematic. And it all goes back to Gary, because Gary running his mouth about something he didn't understand, because Gary's cousin probably works in a union job with a collective bargaining agreement, and in that collective bargaining agreement, they specifically bargained for triple pay on holidays, which is something they can do as a union. Doesn't mean every union gets that. Doesn't mean every union wants that. Doesn't mean every employer agrees to it in the collective bargaining. But there are certain unions who have got CBAs such as that, collective bargaining agreements with those kind of terms in there. So Gary heard something that he partially understood. He came into work, told everybody that was the law. Now, this guy who listened to Gary might be losing his job. There's a lot of people, lots of people along the path here who could have just Googled. And, it's easy to say, oh, it's hard to Google, it's hard to find good information. No, it's not. It's not accurate. There's the Department of Labor. You can read their website. If their website's difficult for you to read, I understand that. They do a fairly good job of promulgating the rules in a way that people can understand, but they can be challenging. So if you look at their website and you say, hey, I don't fully get this, I believe you. And I think that people should be helping you. You know what those people are? They're employment attorneys. Yeah. And they should be helping you free of charge. If somebody calls our firm and says, hey, I need to know if I get triple time on holidays, we say, sure. Are you in a union? No. Okay. Does your employer have a policy that you get triple time on holidays? No. That's the problem. They're robbing me. I'm like, okay, slow down. Have you seen this website from the DOL? Let us send you the link where it says you don't get triple time on holidays. No, I had not seen that, but I have it on good authority from Gary that that's not true. Well, Gary's an idiot. Gary's talking about stuff he doesn't understand. And that's okay. That's what human beings do. I do it all the time, I'm sure. I watched figure skating the other day. I didn't understand anything. Looked cool. I said things. Those things were stupid and asinine because I don't know anything about figure skating, right? I mean, it's okay. That's what human beings do. I'm not mad at Gary, except that he kind of hurt that guy or man or woman who went and believed what Gary said and acted on it. Worker to worker misinformation harms people. And it's easy to fix. Google. Bing. Call it employment attorney. Post on some jackass employment attorney's YouTube. Could even be me. Don't care. Don't care if it's not a monetized channel. We're here to help people, right? We don't make money. This channel's not for making money. There's no ad. I think they put ads on it, but we don't get that money. We don't accept a dime for this channel. And I'm not the only one. There's plenty of attorneys with channels. Plenty of attorneys will pick up your call and answer the question. Not saying it needs to be me. Google. Call an attorney. Just get to the bottom of it. Before worker to worker misinformation strikes again. Know your rights. Advocate for more rights. Always. Always. But know what your rights are today before you start trying to enforce them. So you know what kind of leverage you have. You know what your position is. You know how much strength you have. Maybe you got the high ground. That's incredible. Use it. But no. Know before you go. It rhymes. Like and subscribe. Be good to each other. Give good information. Help each other. Lift people up. Don't be the source of misinformation for your coworkers. It will make bad things happen. It has 1,000,000,000,000,000 times. Like and subscribe. Helps me to help more people just like you.